It's week 4 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Commanders and the Falcons, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage run after run and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this,
two teams sitting above 500 in the early season, but only one will stay that way as we're off in week 4. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates. How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. Escapes a defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 38 out of the play, and the Falcons will have a first.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, you get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Throwing from the gun. Getting out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. And they take this in for the score. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right away. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. Bringing them out to the 2nd overall pick back in 2015 out of Oregon, Marcus Mariota.
Last week was the ideal showing for him and really allowed his offense to feed off of him. He elevated everybody around him. Just got to look at his stat line to see how well he was throwing the ball. 300-plus yard game, several touchdowns, tremendous efficiency.
Jukes one defender. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still first down.
Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Staying with Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Mariota. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. On the return, here's Ray McCloud. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Second and 6 coming up here. Algier running behind center. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing from the gun here. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He has it at the 22. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Commanders will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Second down now, 7 to go. Mariota to throw. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He'll get this one to Brown. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Back to throw, Mariota. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing now, off play action. Flushed out of the... Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing now, following the turnover. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 35-yard line.
Going right side, Robinson with it. And they had that one contained right at the line. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
3rd down and 6.
Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They'll come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A handoff for Robinson, running right. Room inside the 10. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Algier does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain, and boy, does he know how to operate in it.
On 2nd and a few. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. He's going to throw this one. Bails out, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Falcons capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Michael Penix Jr., the touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. He fields it from the 8. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Commanders set to take over. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. throwing is Mariota. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. That one's incomplete over the middle. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They'll run the draw with Robinson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a 6-yard gain. They're going to have 4th and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Marshawn Lattimore up for the secondary for the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's a handoff for Algier. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
This dude was just not going to be stopped, not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
3rd down give to Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They kick the running back in motion. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 6.
Pass play now. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
The kick by Lutz is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. First and 10. Now Mariota. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so second down coming up. From the gun, it's Robinson. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense.
Encroachment. Defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 3rd down.
Following the flag, they've got 3rd and 3. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Okay, I got to give some kudos to that defense right there. Sometimes as an offense, you think you can outsmart those guys on the other side. But that defense, they were dialed in for that drop.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Falcons.
A toss now to Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
On 2nd down, Robinson doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Play made by Deron Payne. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12.
They'll throw it. Got a man. Robinson has it. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
A loss of 2 yards.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
They'll punt it away again. Bradley Pinion headed back out. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. Takes it in at the 26. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Robinson on the inside give. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you in time, you'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's going to be bottled up after taking it down to the 43. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Mariota. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Back to throw, Mariota. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. They'll run with Robinson. Breaks through, and he might break away. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Commanders trailing on the scoreboard. Here's Mariota now. The throw is caught. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so.
And that's a Washington touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Commanders make it 17-all. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return starts at the 9. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
At the 33-yard line.
2nd and 4. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Setting up a throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And 4th and 4 coming up. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fields this at the 19. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. That's taken in by Samuel. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Mariota has a man, it's Ertz.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's a give to Robinson. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line. From the 39. Complete. It's McLaurin. And they take him down right along the 30. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
This ball's caught by McCaffrey. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle. From the 29. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun here. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Not quite far enough, and no good. It's off the crossbar and out. And this stays tied here in the 2nd.
Well, that fooled me. He had it on line. That wasn't the issue. Just didn't have the leg he needed. And the ball goes the wrong way as he's denied by the crossbar.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 38. Quick slant into the hands of Pitts. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
A final throw before the break. Throwing for the end zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. We've reached halftime, and it's been an even one so far. We are all tied up at the break. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it.
We'll start by heading out west, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, where it was the visiting Seahawks who were able to come away with the road victory. Jackson Smith-Njigba, a touchdown catch in the victory.
From there, we'll head east all the way to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Aaron Rodgers leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. This is Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Keeps it on the option.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
They go play action on 1st. Caught, nice gain left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 31-yard play, and that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
On 1st down, here's Eckler. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Juke the defender. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Handoff now to Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Running it after the penalty. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. This is going to go as a pickup of 4. 2nd and goal coming up. Robinson. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's 3rd and goal. Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Third down from the gun. Escapes the pocket, and they will score. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders take the lead right away in half number 2. Lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
17.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Escapes his grasp. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
A run here with Robinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They're throwing it. It is cut left side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now the give for Bijan. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. Well, that window was open down the field, but this league is so fast. And these defenders, well, they closed the gap before that throw could arrive.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
He's dropping back to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideout. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. Mariota to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. The Falcons and this running back headed back out for a new series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
They'll run it with Bijan. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's gonna try to drop it in deep right. It's tipped away and it's gonna hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I think it's fair to say, in the eye in the sky doesn't lie, without that ball being tipped, we're looking at the big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they're gonna take over possession. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. He gets this one to McLaurin. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot. You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Complete beyond the marker. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They are throwing it again. Here's a deep shot towards the end zone. He's got it deep downfield. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece, and he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on 1st and goal. Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it! Someone punched it out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Commanders' ball. A chance at a win if they can hang on to their lead through the 4th. They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Commanders go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
That one splits the uprights, and the Commanders double their lead to 14. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. McLeod now returning it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. And now it's 2nd down. Back to throw now. Got a man. It's Drake London. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll run the draw with Robinson. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain there, and that'll bring up 4th and a few.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
So out now comes the punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Takes it in at the 21. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Commanders are headed back out there now, led by Marcus Mariota. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Robinson. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Oh, no, he lost control of another one. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
I'll tell you, Kate, by now, I think it's as much between the ears problem as it is anything technical ball security problem. After 3 fumbles in a game, he's got to get his head on right there on the sidelines before they will ever trust him to hang on the ball again.
Here's the Falcon offense headed out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing now, following the turnover. And the Commanders get home, they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their 1st sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to Mooney. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Coup on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Commanders ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And it just feels like he's been fighting uphill since this one kicked off today, doesn't it? The mistakes just canceling out a lot of what he's been able to do offensively on the positive end of things. This defense, man, they have seized on the mistakes and made life difficult. First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw, Mariota. Oh, he got free. Now he takes it, and he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Put the body on the line for his team. It's a pickup of 11, and that'll be good for a Washington first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Samuel. And they make the tackle at the 38.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota now. He'll get this one to Brown. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Option play, here's a give to Eckler. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And he's in. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
This one is up and good. And the Commanders double their lead to 14.
Falcons 24.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Now looking to throw. And the Commanders get home. They drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Looking to the air here. Got a man. Robinson has it.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness that's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
He lofts it deep left. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a fourth down stand.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The visitors and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Mariota. Brought in right side. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. This is McCaffrey, left side. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Samuel comes in motion left. On 2nd down, Robinson. And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Throwing is Mariota. Buys time, rolling right. And they take this in for the score. The Commanders make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. His return starts at the 5. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
2nd and 8. And he's gonna be touchdown, Brock. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker. Offense up to the line fast.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Looking for a throw here. He has the first over the middle. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing it again here. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force to throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jonathan Jones makes the play. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock, so high hopes again for this upcoming series. He'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back, and this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect the timeout coming any moment now.
This is Eckler on 2nd, and he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
He'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Commanders as we say goodbye from Atlanta.